Hello everybody and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am Jason, and I've got for you tonight a Division A match here. A Greek economy versus first pick GAZLOWE. GG. It feels bad. AFK didn't quite fit on the screen, but that's okay. They're the team on the right, so that is their cross to bear. But we do have both teams in lobby. They are just about ready to go. I will quickly go over the coin flip and the map bans and selections. Let's see. And we are going into game number 1 already, so let's do this. Map number 1 is, of course, going to be Volskaya Foundry. This was indeed the map pick for the side of first pick GAZLOWE, who did win the toss. They elected to ban out Battlefield of Eternity and then picked Volskaya Foundry. Meanwhile, the side of a Greek economy, they went ahead and picked up the Braxis Holdout for game number 2 and banned out Dragonshire. So should be an interesting matchup here. Two maps that I don't see very often played in NGS. And right away, a Greek economy starting to slowly take away the global split push siege potential here, as they're going to take Azmodan directly off the board. Meanwhile, on the other side, first pick GAZLOWE is taking out the Genji. So two pretty, I would say, non-meta bans to start this off, but the first pick is about as meta as it gets here for the Greeks. They're going to go ahead and take the Garrosh. And very, very strong potential on this map. He's got good sustain for battling on the control point, I should say. Also good CC and displacement potential. But on the other side, it's going to proc the Diablo Malfurion coming out from FPG right away, getting two very strong non-GAZLOWE style meta picks. Malfurion, of course, very good sustain here on this map, especially with Diablo. Diablo's got such a huge health pool, especially when he's got those souls up, that he's really able to... Actually, let me take a look at my audio real quick, guys. I appear to be clipping. Let's see if something reset my levels. It did. I apologize, folks. That should be a lot better. Put in chat here real quick. What are we doing? Alright. So we do have Hanzo and Maya picked up. So once again, very meta picks here early. The Kel'Thuzad ban, though, not exactly what I would call meta. I'm a little bit surprised that the Greek economy did not choose to invest in an early Stukov. But you see the ban coming out here from first pick GAZLOWE. GG. So they're going to do a nice job of choking out the supports. We do have the Kel'Thuzad ban. So again, I think a Greek economy really is taking to heart the potential for some cheese coming out from first pick GAZLOWE. And, you know, who could blame them, really? But Maya, very good at displacing in the first place with that tether. Garrosh, of course, very good at displacing or following up a tether to further displace somebody. Hanzo just with a wrecking ball amount of damage. I shall do what I must. Speaking of dragons, here comes Alex Straza. We talked earlier about the Dragonshire ban and there would be no dragons tonight, but Alex Straza, the Lifebinder, going to go ahead and make an appearance along with Thrall. The non-dragon aspect. But, you know, hey, we'll just, we'll not talk too much about WoW lore tonight. We'll focus on Heroes of the Storm. It was getting some lore, apparently, but that's besides the point. Junkrat and Sonya picked up on the other end here by first pick GAZLOWE. GG. AFK. They have themselves a very nice front line, strong engage, good damage potential. But Junkrat, while he deals a lot of damage, it's not very dependable damage. One would even start to say unstable damage, as it does tend to be spread around and not very focused, targeted on any one hero, such as a Hanzo or a Thrall. So you'd like to see a little bit more precise damage coming out in this last pick from FPG. They've got some options on the board. Of course, Genji is off the books here, but they could maybe pick up a Tracer into this. They could look at some burst damage, and there's Jaina. So quite a lot of damage. Jaina, of course, very good on the CC follow-up. The highest DPS in the game in terms of just being able to lay a whole bunch of damage down on 1 point in anything that's caught in that combo. But, of course, the cooldowns make it difficult for Jaina to be effective in a long battle, which is a little bit of a worry here for me for first pick GAZLOWE. You'd like to see somebody with at least a little bit more overall sustained damage, but they're mostly just looking to find somebody out with this Diablo and the Malfurion CC and blow them up. So that's going to be their combo. We'll see if they can pull it off here. Personally, I definitely like the comp from a Greek economy just a little bit more, but I actually will admit I have not done the research on these teams tonight. I do not know who is considered to be stronger, but if I'm just looking at draft, I do believe that a Greek economy has won the draft. They have quite a lot of sustain, both in the healing department and in the damage department. They've got good CC follow-up, where I think it'll be a little bit easier for them to target one person down and get the advantage in the team fight. But I wouldn't say that first pick GAZLOWE is out of this by any means off the draft. I do feel like they have strong heroes. They do have the potential for the combo blow up, but we'll see how it works out for them here. We are loading in here to game number 1 on Volskaya Foundry. On the left, it is going to be a Greek economy. We're going to have Cookie going to be playing the Hanzo. Defender going to be on the Alexstrasza. Decade is going to be on the Thrall. Bishop Mist is going to be on the Maya. And Olive Farmer is going to be on the Garrosh. On the right, first pick GAZLOWE, GG AFK. We're going to have Absolved on the Junkrat. Deity Minion going to be on the Malfurion. Cass is going to be on the Sonya. Banshee on the Jaina. And we're going to have Ursik on the Diablo. And we'll have immediately all 5 members marching on into the mid here. Absolved, throwing out some early grenades. A little bit of damage down, laying the trap. Cookie looking to flank with some arrows. We'll go ahead and give you guys a look at these level 1 talents. No big surprise here. We do have the arrows coming in. The toss comes in, though, on to Malfurion, and he's not going to be able to get out of there. Maya able to secure that first blood. Banshee had a lot of trouble there. Gets taken out by Cookie, and the pullback onto Ursik, and all of a sudden a Greek economy. Displacing them left and right and up and down and tethering them back and tossing them and having their way here early with first pick GAZLOWE. But this is the level 1 problem, guys, is that you get 3 kills off the start. It looks really fancy. It looks nice, but what do you really gain out of that? Some serious XP soak, I'll give him that. Absolved's gonna go ahead and make it a 4th death there. So they get the XP soak. They get, you know, some XP off of those first 4 kills, but the scaling for kills here early is not very much. Of course, the death timer is very, very low, as we already have Junkrat marching back in to the battlefield. Toss, though, onto Ursik. Not going to be able to make it out of this one. Maya bringing the pain right now. So they end up getting almost a full level lead off of 5 kills. And at any other level tier, you know, later in the game, 5 kills will net you a lot more than that 1 level. But overall, they do get quite a bit of XP. You're going to get a nice boost from that camp as well. Of course, on both this map kind of similar to the old Hanamura idea, where they added a lot of extra XP to taking down the camps. And it's interesting because you actually, if I remember correctly, you get XP from capping the point, not from killing the monsters. Just or if I remember correctly, that is the detail there that that had eluded me before I learned it. Considered stronger, rank 1 versus rank 7. Ektar, man. Thank you very, very much for the info. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. To both you and anybody else that's out there watching tonight. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, Greek economy definitely showing why they're #1 right now. I can see it. I can see it in the game already. Strong combinations. You look at the toss. You look at the root and the follow-up. Didn't even need to use the tether. Bishop Mist was like, don't worry guys, we got this. I've also got a turret, as well as a healing totem that they can use at any time. And right now, the members of First Pick GAZLOWE, they are not looking to press the issue here. They know that right now, the power level of a Greek economy is just too damn high at this point in the match. They do get that top camp, so both teams trading out a little bit in the top. Level 7 still about half a level away, so talent tier advantage, I will admit, not the biggest deal at level 7, but is something that you can look to try to engage with. Meanwhile, Olive Farmer getting poked very low here, and it is actually going to be the Garrosh falling first in this fight for the Sonya. Unfortunately, falling after. Defender popping that Dragon Queen, finding himself some extra sustainability there. Not quite in time to save his tank, but they do end up securing the Triglav Protector, which is what they were really looking for, I would imagine.
Blue team has taken control of Protector.
I heard Banshee is a potato. Okay, well, Zaz, very, very sassy of you, if I do say so myself. But hey, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinions. Now, this is 2018, so we have the ability to say whatever we want over the internet. Don't forget it, folks. There's not so much in this chat. It's not anything. But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, we haven't broken any rules yet. Anyway, we do have a Greek economy. Moving to the top lane. Taking down the front wall. Tossing Ursik way into the back line, but he is able to escape. Not quite as much burst damage as when Maiev and Hanzo are not in the Triglav Protector. We'll have defenders sharking around. Think we can get any extra XP soak. About a level and a half lead right now for the side of a Greek economy. I do have Decayed down here, soaking bot, getting a little bit of extra in terms of the minion XP. And the potential invasion here from First Pick GAZLOWE. They are looking for the engage. The charge goes into onto Olive Farmer. He does think better of it, and will back up for the moment. But they do deter the members of a Greek economy from going onto that camp. But level 10s are going to be in here any second, and there it is. Level 10s come in, and I imagine we'll see them rotate up to this and say, okay, well, you know, if you guys want to contest this for this, come fight us. That's fine. We got our Sunder, our Cleansing Flame, Dragon's Arrow, Warlord's Challenge, Warden's Cage. If you want to come in and fight us, that's fine. Pretty standard heroics across the board here. Sort of had to wonder there if we were going to see possibly a Earthquake on top of that Warden's Cage, but not really needed. I do like the Sunder for the potential disruption. It'd be very difficult to engage into a Sunder. Absolve does get tossed, taunted, and lives for a second there on the edge of death. Does end up eventually going down here. Deity minion. Getting very low. Cookie maybe looking for the right angle. Not quite able to find the geometry necessary to get that kill. But they do get the camp steal. A lot of heroics. Every heroic popped actually there. But I don't mind that timing. You know, you look at the heroic cooldowns. About a little more than a minute until they have everything available. But we don't have the next map objective spawning just yet. Should hear the ting of that any second now for that top control point. But then we'll have the 30 seconds for that. So pretty much the heroics will be available right around the same time. 7-0-0 for a Greek economy. That's pretty good. You know, they ain't doing bad. You know.
A protector is almost ready. Access its terminal when I bring
Certainly
it
doing better than we are in B West. And, you know, hey, that's a whole division down. So I give these guys some serious credit. So yeah, about 25 until they got all the heroics back here. Maybe about a 10-second window. Or maybe first pick GAZLOWE could look to make something happen here without these heroics, but that's only if they got these timers down, and that's not something that's I would see without the God mode. Meanwhile, Sonya falling in the bot lane, Decade getting the kill in the solo lane. Did pop the Sunder for that, but I would say that that's worth. Gonna deny quite a bit of XP soak in these other lanes. Root does come out. Absolve looking to follow it up. Grenade. That concussion mine not quite finding the mark. We do have the charge in and overpower, but has Banshee gone too far? Yes. Yes, he has. We're gonna have the Riptire coming out. Gonna deal some damage there from Absolve. We're gonna see the pull back in onto Diablo, and he's gonna end up losing his souls on that exchange. And a Greek economy. You know, we're playing video games, you would think it would be geek, right? But no, it's Greek. It's a Greek economy. Do geeks have an economy? You bet they do. Experiencing part of it right here in Heroes of the Storm, right now. But we will see them picking up their second Triglav Protector. That's going to be instantly jumping in onto this top fort. Nice damage in return here. There's quite a bit of siege potential and counter siege potential, thus in response here from first pick GAZLOWE. But the charge in, the flank, the Sunder, and just like that, that's going to be a 3-for-0 exchange from the Greeks. And yikes, that is a power move right there if I've ever seen one, ladies and gentlemen. That is hard to have to deal with. Because it's not just the flank Sunder from Decade. That was a beautiful thing, but it's also the isolated tools that Bishop has on the Maiev. The just massive amount of damage coming out, and you know, all the while they've got Dragon Queen still sitting in their pocket, in case there is a bit more, I would say, resistance from FEG. Not having to pop it, saving it for now. And level 16's right around the corner. We're going to have level 16 right around the time level 15's come out. Dragon's Arrow, the tether coming in. Massive amount of damage. Malfurion goes down. Sonya to follow. APOC not quite in time to deter the members of a Greek economy. And for now, they're going to go ahead and pick up their prize, get in this camp. Themselves another turret to use later. Full scattershot build coming out here from Cookie. Team captain. We'll have the isolation once again onto Diablo. Without those souls, not super strong. 17 souls, not a whole lot of extra health. Not able to survive long enough to get any help from the team. Right now, Cookie just kind of poking. Let's throw down the turret there. It's a little bit of damage. That. I see yet another healing totem picked up here. Level 13s are in now for first pick GAZLOWE, but with level 16 on the other side, they are looking at a pretty long stretch here where they're going to be down a talent tier. I'll have to see if they can manage to soak themselves to level 16 before a Greek economy can reach level 20. Now, once again, the advantage in being able to constantly be in charge of the map capping pretty much every camp on the map. I take it back, every camp on the map. There's no pretty much about that. Getting that extra XP from that. The arrow coming in onto Junkrat. The Sunder. And right now, Greek Economy strutting around this map doing whatever they want.
Blue team has destroyed the front.
And all first pick GAZLOWE can do is just try and soak. Trying to get that 16, but the members of a Greek Economy see the members up in top trying to soak. We'll just go ahead and push into bot, get some extra siege value. Hit the front wall real quick. The heroes that a Greek Economy has are not well known as good siege damage dealers in general. So they are going to want to get this Triglav Protector. That's going to be their main point of sieging in this matchup. Yeah, Ronan's got the right idea. There's been a lot of ouch in this matchup, and I'm worried we're about to see more here. See the Searing Flames pop there. The invade is good, and first pick GAZLOWE decides to go ahead and back up and not risk more deaths. And Cookie actually put out here, but does have that natural agility. The charge in though from Diablo, they're looking to try to get something going here, but nice healing coming in. Oh, but the Riptire and the Jaina combo comes in. Now they do get a second kill on the board, but there's a catch. It's a 1-for-5 trade. They get the Hanzo, but yeah, it's a full ace coming in here from a Greek Economy. Gonna get a little extra free siege on this. Continue charging the control point with the Garrosh. And they should be able to get this keep no problem before the members of first pick GAZLOWE are here to do anything about it. Still half a level until they've reached that level 16 talent tier. About the same amount that a Greek Economy needs, at least in terms of percentage of a level. Not literal XP, but all the same. They've opened themselves up a win condition now in the bot lane, taking that keep. And they've opened themselves up a means to take advantage of that win condition here in 15 percentage of this charge. I have this Protector. First pick GAZLOWE picking up the 16. Gonna be rotating to the bot where the Protector is slowly marching his way towards the core. Not gonna be able to have level 20 here with this next wave. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be almost there. They need a little bit of structure damage if they want it, or they're gonna have to wait for the next wave. They have over a minute still left on this Triglav Protector. They don't have to engage without the 20. We just see the charge in. There's a couple of shots there. The turret goes down. For now, the core focusing on that. The charge in and damage onto Cass. Sony's got to walk backwards here. The flip into the root is good. But we do see the ring coming out on the other end as they're looking to try to get some of the members down. They trade out the Sonya for the Thrall, but the core is falling. Triglav still at 33%, 50% on the core, and that is going to be it. Game 1 in very dominant fashion. Going over to a Greek Economy, our number 1 team. They are showing why they are indeed number 1 right now. Div A East. So, we look at the stats here for game number 1. Hanzo coming out with a massive 47k, 11 kills. Cookie just rolling all around this map, doing everything right. Next highest, Junkrat on the other end. We did talk about how much damage Junkrat does, but 0 kills on the board. Not well known as a finisher in terms of being an assassin. Does quite a lot of just raw damage in terms of siege potential and hero damage, but it's sort of randomized. There's not really a whole lot of preciseness to it. So it's kind of hard to net those killing blows. That was my big worry here for first pick GAZLOWE. They did not have, really, I feel like, the tools to finish kills. They had a lot of damage from Jaina and Junkrat. Decent numbers, right? But, not able to really stand up to the damage of Hanzo and Thrall. You got pretty precise damage where you can go in, get the damage exactly where you want, that follow-up damage to the displacement that they had available. Very nice advantage of that. I'll give you guys a quick snapshot of the talents, and we are on our way. Game number 2, which is going to be on Braxis Holdout. This is the map pick for a Greek economy, so I suspect they have something prepared for us on this very particular map. Just get this lobby set up for you guys, and we are going to be on our way. So, of course, Braxis Holdout, very important map in terms of wave clear and being able to have good pressure on these beacon points is something that you really want to be able to take into account, which is why a lot of people go with a more sustained strategy, especially in terms of damage and healing. Having some good sustained tanks can be nice too. It's one of the maps that I really saw a lot of value early on through Muradin. Of course, his ability to be on the point, apply pressure, quickly leave the point when he gets low, but then through that third wind talent, getting his health back quickly so he can come back in for another fight. All right, let me just make sure both of these teams are ready to go. We got everybody in the lobby. Looks like we are pretty much queued up here for game number 2. Of course, Muradin not really that big of a spot in the meta currently, but you kind of see the same strategy come out now from some of the bigger support or sustained tanks, which is really, you know, Diablo and Garrosh. So see if we see those two back once again, or if maybe one of these teams want to look to early ban one of the tanks. So it's an interesting position from the team that's first draft, first pick, first ban, I should say. Because you can look to ban out one of those tanks, but then you run the risk of the other team banning the other tank, and then just nobody gets one. It does obviously then leave you some options in terms of picking up some of the strongest supports on the map, such as Malfurion or Stukov, or some of the best damage dealers like Hanzo. Alright, we are waiting just a moment here for the members of a Greek economy. Right. Thank you very much, Cookie. I appreciate it. Kind of slicking it back these days, you know, just keeping it simple. I mean, I could obviously have the big hat on, you know. I'll do that sometimes too. Been kind of hot here though the last few days. I finally having to run the AC, so the hat not super comfortable in terms of temperature. doing the slick back, chilling at home, just starting off my weekend. So I'm looking forward to a few extra days off this week. Play some HOTS. Got our match coming up tomorrow night. Our second match of the week, so we're looking forward to that. First one went pretty well last night, so we're pretty pumped. We'll see. We got a lot of season to go here in NGS. Things can turn around quickly in the Nexus Gaming series, and often do. But Greek economy. Let's give them their win. By the way, we elected to update that win in the win column here before we go into game number 2. All right. All right, both teams are ready to go. And we are heading in on to game number 2 on Braxis Holdout. Very unique map here in Heroes of the Storm. There are a few maps that even come close to being similar. The closest one I would say is probably, I'll say Dragonshire. But Shiggity, thank you very much for the host, my friend. Appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Coming on over from that, I would imagine that other NGS match, but I didn't see exactly what was what you were casting, buddy. Let me know. Got the number 1 in the A East, a Greek economy, rolling here as they head on into game number 2. And there it is, first pick. GAZLOWE, GG, AFK. I wouldn't suggest AFKing against a Greek economy, but, you know, I'll take whatever strategy that they want to play. Meanwhile, the members of a Greek economy saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They take Kel'Thuzad off the board, just like they did last time. They're going to pick up the Garrosh Thrall. They're going instantly to those former Horde war chiefs. It's all about the Sylvanas right now, but we do have Garrosh, of course, being played very well for them last game. The Thrall flanks with the Sunders was just ridiculous. I'll have to see what the members of first pick GAZLOWE really want to follow up with their first pick GAZLOWE. Their namesake already up on the board. They've got some good options here for support. They could look to pick up the Shukov or the Malfurion, and they could ban the other here in this second ban phase. Could look for possibly a Hanzo. We're going to look to the ETC, so it gives them 2... Well, no, I guess only one option for banning, because you're realistically, for a Greek economy, not going to run the Garrosh and the Diablo. Though, I will admit, that does sound kind of scary in my head, but on paper, it's probably not quite as effective. Or in-game, I should say. But they do still have the option to ban out the Stukov. The Junkrat going to be banned, so a little bit of a respect ban here from a Greek economy. Not wanting to see more of that high damage output. Got to ban the Hanzo in return, so both teams using the second ban to respond to high damage output from the other side. And there it is up on stream, that first pick GAZLOWE. Knocking it out. And we are going to see the Stukov being picked up here, so they let it through. And that amazing Alarak skin. Oh, that thing is beautiful. So now you have to start to question who's going to be in the solo lane here. You got Thrall or Alarak, who could definitely do the job. And they're probably going up against the GAZLOWE. So to be honest with you guys, I don't really know who does better in that matchup. I don't know that much about playing against GAZLOWE. Or playing him, I guess, for that matter. I played him like 3 times in my entire HOTS career, so not exactly what you'd call an expert. I know he puts down turrets and can stun people. make some really flashy plays with Gravo Bomb if you do it right. But and he's very strong in the solo lane. So Thrall, of course, does have some decent self-sustain. Alarak as well, along with some displacement. We'll see. We'll see what the members of a Greek economy want to put up against that.
Here we go.
Malthael and Chromie picked up as well. So now the members of first pick GAZLOWE have kind of a solo lane conundrum on their hands. I would say that GAZLOWE probably still is stronger in the solo lane. Malthael, though, can definitely do the job. So is this a 2-3 split? You know, you could look at it. You could see a 2-3 split from either team at this point. We'll see. Malthael very strong on the front line. Good percentage-based damage to really counter the Garrosh. That last rites could be a very good way to deal with the most difficult part of killing the Garrosh, which is that last 33% where he's got the incredibly high amount of armor. You can just wipe that away with the last rites. Chromie also, of course, very good poke. It can be a little bit difficult to land the damage with Chromie if unaided by CC. So they do have the ETC and the Malfurion to be able to help with that. And Jaina coming out. So a lot of burst potential. A lot of potential follow-up to the Garrosh displacement. A lot of good wave clear coming in from the Jaina as well, which is something that a Greek economy was lacking a little bit on. So I like the Jaina pickup. It's not bad here. They do, I feel like, still have a little bit of a wave clear deficit, but not much. Not, you know, it's not much. And to be honest with you, after watching that first game, if I'm a Greek economy, I'm not necessarily building my comp to be to be ultra strong at clearing the Zerg wave. So I'm not expecting to have to clear more than a couple Zerglings, but I guess we'll see what their plan is and how they executed here. They, of course, looked incredibly strong in that first game. That was actually my first time seeing them this season, but I would imagine it is not the first game that has been the case. But they have looked strong. 7-0 on the season. They are rolling through NGS Season 4 right now. My team hasn't even played in 7 games, let alone dominated, so it's pretty impressive. Alright, we are loading in here onto game number 2. We're going to have, on the left, your blue team is a Greek economy. We're going to have Defender on the Stukov. Bishop Mist is going to be on the Alarak. Olive Farmer on the Garrosh. Cookie going to be playing the Jaina. And we're going to have Decade on the Thrall. Decade. You guys let me know if you know. First pick Gazlowe, GG AFK. We're going to have Absolved on the Malthael. We're going to have a Deity Minion on the Malfurion. Cass is going to be on the Gazlowe. Banshee is going to be on the Chromie. And Ursik is going to be on the ETC. Cass on the Gazlowe here. Team captain for first pick Gazlowe, GG AFK. They do send the Malthael to the solo lane. Also the Thrall in the top, so that is going to be our matchup up here. A couple of heroes with some good self-sustain. An advantage that goes in favor of Malthael when they're in the lane with minions, but an advantage that tips heavily towards Thrall when they are not in lane and just having to self-sustain. So in lane, Malthael, but on the beacon point, I suspect Thrall will win that matchup. So overall, I would say that the solo lane advantage goes over to the side of a Greek economy. But we'll see if that is indeed the case here. Right away, Gazlowe setting up a lot of turrets, but getting tossed. Combo by Olive Farmer with that Groundbreaker, and the follow-up is good. Bishop Mist gonna top it off there with that combo. Right now in the top lane. Absolved actually getting the better of this exchange. But we'll see once the beacons come into play. Right now, a Greek economy not too worried about that top lane, as they are being pretty dominant here in the bot for the moment, to the point where we actually have Ursik rolling up to the top lane to help secure the beacon point. They'll be coming on back to the bot though. Cass is back. Ready to go. Setting up those turrets. Grab the nice root onto Bishop, missed though. But strong healing coming in from Defender. Both teams have a very, very strong sustained healer in this one. The Stuke offers is the Malfurion. These teams will have the potential to stay in for a long time. I love the toss there from Olive Farmer onto Ursik. Just making sure to keep him away from Cookie. Make sure there's no risk. But nice Dragon's Breath coming in from Banshee on the back end. But it's nothing that Defender can't deal with. He's got just an insane amount of sustained healing. And looks like they are actually going to end up picking up the beacon point. The members of first pick GAZLOWE are able to pressure them back. The silence is coming down onto the point there from Defender. But they are going to be able to pressure him away. Ursik going to try and stay on this point as long as possible as they are charging. But it will end at 42. The face melts, kind of bopping him around, and this beacon just kind of in that tug of war mentality right now ends up just neutral. We do have Decade coming down, looking to secure it and some kills. GAZLOWE the first to fall. Banshee gets tossed in. Ursik's in all kinds of trouble on the back end, and that is going to be 2 kills. Not quite enough to secure the third. But I love that rotation. Decade waiting. Come on in. A very nice job there. Rotating in. Now gets the advantage. Goes to top. But contested in the bottom lane here. But it's contested, but it's just barely holding. And there it is. It'll finally end after 28% is charged. The ETC falling, however. And now Cass is in all kinds of trouble. Gonna end up going down. So that'll be another couple kills going over to the side of a Greek economy. And this one shaping out not quite as quickly, but shaping out to be much the same of what we saw in that first game. I think last game they had the 5-0 lead around level 2. But we'll see the first map objective coming out here. Malthael also falling in that top lane, trying to stop it, but not quite able to stop the Zerg wave. But here come the Zerg in the bot lane. We will see them trying to step up, trying to at least blow up some of these banelings, but quite a lot of the banelings actually walking on into the structures here. And this front wall getting completely decimated here. The Ultralisks still very healthy as they march on to these forts. Nice silence coming in here from Defender, really deterring the members of first pick GAZLOWE from really being able to step up and defend this. And they are going to end up clearing the wave here with minimal damage to their fort. But these Guardians are still alive. They're still chucking a little bit of acid at this fort. But they will end up cleaning it up. Front wall goes down. Up in the top. The much, much smaller Zerg wave of first pick GAZLOWE. Going to get the fence. Really nothing on the turrets, though. And overall, you know, you got to be kind of happy with that exchange here for first pick GAZLOWE. The front wall goes down and a little bit of damage on the fort. They lose the well, which is kind of a bummer. But, you know, about a level lead here is all that a Greek economy really gets out of this. So, first pick GAZLOWE, definitely not out of this match yet. They've still got some serious potential. Should be able to soak enough to get to level 10 before this next beacon phase. So shouldn't have to be worrying too much about that potential advantage. Olive Farmer there going directly in after Cass. Misses the toss there after the Groundbreaker. A little bit surprised. He was a little bit closer to that camp of the... I forget the name of that one. But meanwhile, Deity Minion gets tossed. And that is nice body blocking from Olive Farmer. And I love when I see that out of play. Oh, Defender getting chunked here. Well, I like that body blocking. Olive Farmer realizing that realistically his auto attacks are not what's going to secure that kill. So he's just walking in front of that Malfurion. All he's doing is getting in his way, making sure that he cannot possibly walk to safety without being hindered, and leaves the rest of the members of a Greek economy to go ahead and get that kill. Body blocking 101, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I do like what Ursik is doing on a lot of these, but, oh, look at Cass. Unfortunately being caught out here. The Ring actually catching 2 on the back end. And I take it back. We actually have about a level here before first pick GAZLOWE is going to be able to really soak to level 10. Level 10s are... Oh, you know what I realized? I haven't had talents up this entire time. I apologize, guys. That is my bad. But there you go. A little look at the talents and these quests that are going on. But we do have level 10s in now for the members of a Greek economy. Pretty much what you would expect across the board. It is going to be the Ring over the Water Elemental. Toss in onto Ursik. Groundbreaker combo. The face melt to try to zone here. But this power slide going to be saved for just the right moment to get him out. And by the way, deadly charge coming in from Bishop Mist. And Jaina falling. So a huge combo there from Banshee. Nice damage coming out there. Flowing Sands picked up here. Which was a little, I don't know, I wouldn't say surprising. Was an opportunity for time loop, I think, with no cleanse over on the side of a Greek economy. You know, other than that level 4 talent from Garrosh. You have Thrall falling in the top lane, so nice pick here for first pick GAZLOWE. They're going to have the 4-man rolling to top here to defend the point. They have picked up their level 10s as well, though. Only 12 on the charge count now for a Greek economy. Getting quite the value I think they would like. They're setting up a bit of a bush gank scenario, but they are going to go ahead and walk on up. Ring completely whiffing, and actually Bishop Mist telekinesing them out a bit, but we do have Malfurion in just a little bit too far, trying to get that value Twilight Dream, but ends up getting taunted by Olive Farmer and denied. Bishop Mist, yeah, using that telekinesis, pulling them out of Cookie's ring, but they don't end up paying too much for it. They lose the Sukov, but they end up getting Mouth and Malthael in return. And they're going to end up picking up the beacon. So, charge will begin once again for the Greeks. Nice wave building up down here, too. Ursik is going to get onto this point and stop the charge for the moment. Deadly charge coming in, though. Combo not quite finding the mark, but Cookie gets a lot of damage down on the back end. Groundbreaker coming in, but we're going to have the Unstoppable popped by Olive Farmer as he's got to leave. And now Decade is kind of right in the middle of first pick GAZLOWE. Gets completely chunked there by Banshee, but it's Absolved that is going to be the first to fall, but gets the huge last rites out onto Garrosh right at the last second there. And they're going to get the Thrall. Banshee making the plays, finishing the kills with Chromie. And just like that, they now have the beacon points controlled. They are charging. 82% was picked up by a Greek economy. Ursik is up here to defend the point. Cookie is coming in here. Does put the damage down. Ring is going to end up whipping, but the deadly charge hits. Telekinesis. And that is going to be one dead ETC. A Greek economy picking up the top beacon. They're going to rotate to the bot, but Absolved is going to be here. Pick this up in response. Well, this should be early enough to get a little bit of charge here. And actually, I don't know if the members of a Greek economy are going to be on this quick enough. It's going to be close. We're going to get at least the 90% cap. And a 92 before it's stolen away. So either way, both of these teams are getting a massive Zerg wave as soon as this map objective is through. And level 13 on both sides, so I don't know. Right now, you know, if you're first pick GAZLOWE, you got to be pretty excited with where this match is at. 11 minutes in. This match is not over. GAZLOWE, however, his life is over for about another 28 seconds at least. Cookie in all kinds of trouble. You have Garrosh once again falling to the last rites there, but it's a 2-for-1 exchange. And a Greek economy will pick up the beacon point. And that should finally end one of the longer of the beacon phases that I've ever seen. Back and forth they went, and the full Zerg wave going in favor of a Greek economy, but I would not sleep on this bottom Zerg wave either. Have to slide in from Ursik, trying to zone them off a bit. Taking a lot of heat for it. But right now, a Greek economy is pushing. They're fine giving up the bottom fort and some of the value to that Zerg wave in the bot. But, the members of First Pick GAZLOWE are defending here. They are able to clear up quite a bit of the Zerg wave before this top fort goes down. And now the bottom keep front wall is going to be under assault with the taunt and the blow up there. It'll be good to take out the ETC. And the members of First Pick GAZLOWE are on the retreat. Front wall has gone down in the top, and look at the Zerg wave. They are gonna, I think they might end up getting this keep from this. This is a huge, massive wave here. And the members of a Greek economy trying to get the value here. Jaina is trying to clear this up, but it's not gonna be nearly in time. And just like that, First Pick GAZLOWE, they get the first keep of this game. Oh, you gotta love that. You gotta, I don't know, that announcer gotta be yelling right now to Greek economy about the Zerg wave coming his way. I can hear him now. Whatever you're doing, please stop and handle this Zerg. But not gonna get any actual keep damage. We'll come back and clear this up.
Zerg waves defeated.
Quick rotation here from First Pick GAZLOWE. They are gonna rotate directly in to pick up this bruiser camp. Now the members of a Greek economy sharking around. You have that level 1 talent. Banshee showing us the value, the extra vision there. Gonna feel pretty safe rotating around here, giving them a good idea of where a Greek economy is. You have the potential invasion here. And you gotta watch out for the Malfurion. Now he gets tossed, he gets taunted, he gets blown up. And only Olive Farmer caught in the combo. Big heal coming in from Defender, gonna save him from the last rites. Gives him the extra health he needs to avoid that percentage kill. And just like that, it's a 3-for-0 exchange. A Greek economy coming out, making the plays, and they're gonna make this 4. Banshee definitely not getting out of this one. Does trade a little bit of damage, but Defender heals that up about as fast as the damage came down. And while Cass has split out here, and just like that, it is 20-6 on the kill count. The structure advantage definitely over on the side of First Pick GAZLOWE, but they are down a full level, and that will become a factor as they slowly race towards 20.
Hellbat coming through.
Members of First GAZLOWE looking around, trying to see if they can figure out exactly where a Greek economy is. Chromie is now up. Could maybe look to give them an idea of where they are, or maybe where they're not. I like this rotation from a Greek economy. Gonna get aggressive here with this camp. Might be looking to rotate up here. Yeah, they are waiting in the bushes here. They're gonna rotate up towards the top, and they're gonna find Cass completely out of place, completely alone, and that is about as dead as a GAZLOWE can be, ladies and gentlemen. On the scale of 1 to dead, he's found a way to extend the chart a little bit, I think. Now with that, a Greek economy gonna go ahead and grab themselves up a couple beacon points. Maybe look at boss a little bit here. Ursik does scout it out, but now all of a sudden they're having a little taste for cow. Braving there. Not gonna find it though, not just yet anyway. And just like that, that's gonna be a full Zerg wave marching down the bot lane here, as the members of a Greek economy are gonna be looking to even out that bot lane and get the catapult spawning going the other direction here.
A smaller batch of Zerg is headed our way. Please get rid of them quickly.
Definitely could be an opportunity to get keep, but also, depending on if they can get some picks here, could end up being the end of the game. A Greek economy definitely has the comp to be able to turn this into a game-ending situation. Find somebody just a little bit out, and it could end up taking them down. Slowing Sands is going to be put on the gate, so that's going to slow the advance a bit here of a Greek economy. They're going to get started on the front wall. The Zerg wave is here, just tearing down these structures. We are going to have the stun coming out, not quite finding its mark, though, for Cass. Damage coming down, mostly being focused on the Zerg wave. I like that they're focusing more on the clear than the team fight. But here comes the charge in. Olive Farmer gets the isolation onto Malthael, and that's going to be a dead ghost? We are going to see the 5 members still up here. The 2-for-0 exchange. And this might be enough for game. They are definitely going to posture in here. They have these Guardians that are still going to be shooting the core. Going to be taking down the shields. By the way, I apologize that there is a UI problem there, but that is a full 100% core still, with shielding reflective to that blackened area there. So they are taking down the shields, though. Decade getting pretty low here, but they're going to find Ursik on the back end of this. They still have a couple of Guardians that they can try and look to try and end the game with here. Shielding is going to fall on the core. They're going to start to chip away at this, but Garrosh so low. 120 HP. Makes it out, though. Deity Minion not quite able to take out anybody with that Twilight Dream. And just like that, the members of a Greek economy going to finish this game off strong. That is going to be it. Full 2-game sweep. Easy peasy here for the #1 team in the Div A East. First pick GAZLOWE gave him a game, though. That game #2, they got the first keep. They were up for a little while there. You got to be able to hang your hat off that one. Once again, ton of damage coming out from Banshee on the Chromie. Nice, a few nice last rights there. Defender doing a nice job of denying a little bit better at the end of the game. But they found the combo that they were looking for a few times on the Garrosh, or a couple times, I should say, be able to take him out. Let's see if we can get a quick interview here. The team captain for a Greek economy. We'll reach out to Cookie here. And I am joined by team captain for a Greek economy. It is Cookie. How you doing, man? How you guys feeling after that win?
You know, we played sloppy. The GAZLOWE, man. That's what we were afraid of. That threw us off.
That first pick GAZLOWE coming in, I think that would throw pretty much anybody off their game, to be honest with you. So you guys come out, very dominant performance in game 1. A little bit of a couple missteps here and there in game 2, but overall, you guys came back and dominated the later half of that game. You guys are 8-0-0 in Div A East right now. Is there any team that you guys are looking forward to in terms of playing and your matchup strength?
All of them.
All of them. Okay, well, there you go. So you guys think you have a backloaded strength of schedule there?
I don't know. I mean, all the games have been, you know, we're just a group of friends that are trying to play in a tournament. We didn't expect to actually be up here, but, you know, I'm expecting a lot more to come.
Well, there
Let's
you
just
go.
say that.
Very, very modest, and I really like that. Not revealing too much either. I can respect that in terms of strategy. So you guys seem to favor the Garrosh here. Of course, that's been very popular. You guys have a lot of very good follow-up potential as well. Is that kind of your favorite style of play? Do you have a lot of different things you can do, or how do you guys feel about that in general with your guys' comps?
Well, not revealing too much again, but
Yep.
I believe that Garrosh is a pretty strong pick, but that's not our shine. We just use him because we use him, and he's powerful now to catch people, but I'm surprised that not a lot of people know how to counter him, and not a lot of people run the right heroes against him so far. There's like 3 that I haven't seen anybody run yet, and I'm not gonna tell it, but there are some pretty obvious counters to him.
Well, you heard it here first. Counters out there, folks. It's time to go find them. So
Yeah.
I do want to talk a little bit about your guys' NGS experience so far. I actually don't know very much about your guys' team, so I'd really like to hear some background, where you guys come from, what you guys are looking forward to in the future of NGS. Just tell me all about a Greek economy.
All right. Mind if I get a guy in here?
Sure, man. Bring him on in. I'm
All right,
all
I'll
good
be
with
right
that.
back. Let me get.
Gonna go get him. That's not where I wanted to go. I'm not playing Jaina. Nobody knows.
Apparently, I've been dragged to this situation.
It's
So
a
Zuglo's
situation,
here
but we
is
got we got Decade and
Olive farmer.
Aha.
Yeah, I'm olive farmer.
All right, well we got Holy Farmer. What's
Yes.
up, man? Welcome.
Not much, just smashing olives, making olive oil.
just a little bit more, you know.
All right. So much olive oil.
Yeah, I'm an olive farmer. I need my olive oil.
That's fair. What are you supposed to do without olive oil in this market? I mean, really.
What? Then we need to distill it so we can make it extra virgin olive oil with acidity between 3 to 5%.
So I'd like to take this time to throw out our Patreon, which is Restore the Greek Economy. We're looking for any donations possible to build back the infrastructure of Greece. Olive Farmer, our poster child, has been looking to see if we can find any opportunities to make some money. Honestly, we've been working on the weekends, begging on the streets. Here's the Storm is just another avenue of us for maybe trying to rebuild that economy.
I came that video game market in, man. I mean, it's important.
I came to America with a dream. It's to raise Greece's GDP. That's my dream. We're on our way. That's why we need to make olive oil and raise Greece's GDP. That's our goals.
In all seriousness, no. Great game by first pick GAZLOWE GG. I mean, I'll say it again. They were definitely a team that threw us a little off kilter than what was expected from them, and we kind of anticipated that. I'll be honest. Like for me, it was a shaky week for me. I went from playing support this week into playing solo lane in game 2 because our main roster player defender finally came back from surgery. So thanks to a swift recovery, we were able to have our full strength roster.
Yeah, it's his first day back too. Just saying.
Yeah, basically what decade means, let me translate it, is we're too dumb to deal with too complicated things. We just run it down.
Just run it down mid. Just
run it down and force a fight. We're too dumb to deal with anything else.
Just call it an ARAM already.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming out tonight. If you guys have any shout-outs you want to make, any messages you want to put out, now is the time. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. I'll let them do it. I'll take my leave.
I'd like to give a shout-out to the NGS giving us this opportunity to play in a tournament together. I'd like to give a shout-out to my teammates. Good performance overall. We work together, we play together, we win together. That's what it's really all about as a team. I'd also like to give a shout out to, if we do have any fans, I don't know if we do or don't. I don't know if there's a Greek economy fan club. I wouldn't want to be a fan club of basically failures, but that's just me. But if there are any fans out there, we appreciate your guys' support and tuning out to Jay's stream, and we look forward to having good games, good play, and hopefully can keep it entertaining for the rest of the season for you guys.
All right, well, I can't imagine that you guys aren't making some fans out there. 8-0-0 on the season. What a strong start here in Division A. Congratulations on your guys' success so far. And we're going to be looking to seeing more of you in the rest of the NGS season and the playoffs. I mean, by now you have to have clinched it. So congratulations, guys. Thanks for coming out tonight. I hope you guys have a good night.
Oh, thank you, Jason. You do the same, and thanks for all the viewers that tuned in, and have a great rest of your Thursday night.
Thank you very much. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for this cast. But just wait. There's more. I've got another match coming up for you. It's going to be starting in about a little more than half an hour from now, 9:15 p.m. PST. We've got a Div C matchup coming up for you. Arrogant Nephilim versus Team Awesome Sauce. So come right back here. I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to hopefully another match that I'm sure is going on right now. We've got a ton of matches going on tonight in the Nexus Gaming series. So I'm going to go ahead and host one of those matchups. But feel free to come right back over here for that matchup in just a little bit. For the Nexus Gaming series, I am Jayzon, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Have fun over on that other stream for a bit.